What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome to Gentify, where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. My name is The Fuego.
I'm Brazen Rover.
And this is season 2, episode 5. Express yourself. We're going to dive into crazy expressions that, we've all heard or whatever, and some origins, and just have some fun around, some of the expressions and stuff like that are out there. That, funny or just might be interesting and stuff like that. We're not here to just be funny.
It might be really stupid. We're really not sure.
Let me put this closer so you can hear me. So what's going on, man?
Not much. What's going on with you? My week's been a week, man. It's been already. Yeah, but it's good. Things are good. Things are starting to get back into a normal rhythm. How about yourself?
Good. A lot of jerking off. What else?
I was there. I remember.
Just kidding.
I held the damp cloth to your head while you were just doing
sweaty.
your thing.
I get sweaty. You got to do your thing. You know what I mean?
You do.
The older you get, the harder it is to actually make it happen sometimes. So,
and the farther down your balls swing, and it just starts smack. It's ugly. But my black eye went down after a while, so don't worry about me. I'm good.
The little mouse. You got the little mouse under your eye constantly.
I do. God, it reminds me. So I went back and watched. So I edit the podcast to audio form, and I went back and I was looking at it and I was editing it, and the analogy you made, I struggled with then, and I'm struggling with now.
Okay.
The thing that doesn't exist, where a woman's toot goes in the poop. So you said it's like
women have verified this.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you never felt when your cheeks are together and you release and there's that pocket and you're like, I don't know if I'm actually going on myself or if it's air, because your cheeks are together. So it's the same thing. Women's got a little bit more meat in that area. There's fold, you know what I mean? Like the skin is together. And I don't mean it like she's big like that. I'm just saying some women have more meat than others. It is what it is.
But I mean,
and I don't mean in that area either. That's not what I'm fucking talking about. I'm not talking
Nobody said anything. You're like incriminating yourself on things.
I am not talking about that area like that, because I know that's what Brazen is thinking. So let me get this mic out of the way. So look, it starts in the back. It's like a pocket, and then it goes to the front. Women further down the tootie swing too, exactly. So women have said this. It's not me making this up. They have said that the fart will originate in the back, they'll release it in the back, and it will roll to the front.
Rolling to the front is one thing. And
then where it goes from there is beyond me. It goes inside. Where the hell else is it going to go? They're 1 inch apart, goddammit. They're an inch apart. They're this fucking far apart.
Anyhow, my point more was what you compared it to. Do you remember?
No, you're going to have to refresh.
It's like a mouse, is what you said. It's like a mouse. They can get in any hole.
Yeah. Have you not seen what mice...
No.
Have you not seen
we don't have to go down that road again.
Tiniest holes.
I do like your... No, but what I'm saying is that's where your mind went. You picture the air traveling from the back side to the front side, and you're like, that's just like a mouse.
Well, how a mouse? No, because you were like, well, can it get in the? And I'm like, well, yeah, there's a hole. So yeah, and it's not like they're watertight. I mean, I guess technically, ladies, are you watertight? Can you explain that to me? I guess they are, right? Because
this is where we started to go, but we didn't take it any further. But it's a very good question. It's a very good question.
I would assume yes.
I mean, if you're going swimming and you just got swim trunks on,
it's not like the cavity fills up with water.
I mean, it's not like, we have pee holes.
Yeah.
I don't have water going in.
They open up. So it must be watertight. Yeah.
My butt.
No, we're not bringing up back shots. We're not talking about back shots again. Were you there?
I don't have water going up my butthole. No, I was not there for that.
Oh my God. Chat, the first stream of this week, whatever it was, Sunday, I think it was. We got into, I don't even know how back shots came up, but somebody didn't know who what back shots was, and then we just went off, and it was just a whole nightmare. And now it's just a thing. It's just one of those things that won't go away. Not that we want back shots to go away by any means.
Mm-hmm.
You know what back shots are, right?
I do.
Okay. I do. I do.
I do. No, you ever see what? There's a game you can play. We'll get to the back shots in a moment. There's a game you play, and I've seen it like on other podcasts where the one guy lifts his shirt up in the back, and the other guy has suntan lotion, and he draws a picture, and the guy has to guess what that picture is.
Yep.
Do the same with back shots. If you can do it in the shape of like a sailboat, that's goddamn impressive.
Okay. All right.
And then the person guesses.
Time. We're talking about two different things here. Let's get into the back shots now, since somebody wants to bring it up. Thank you very much, Anna. Look, back shots. It's so funny because that was an answer. I think it was Tone Malone, as a matter of fact, came through and was like, "Oh, it's back shots. Come on the back." And I'm
that's
like,
how I've always heard it.
That's not it. That's not what a back shots are. Back shots are. Yeah, it's not this again, but we're gonna have to go them because we're talking about two different things. Back shots are you're behind a woman and you are, the long.
Yeah.
Those strokes. That's back shots.
What?
That's back shots. That's giving somebody back shots, not a comeback shot. How did we get on this? Oh, it was a pickle. That's right.
You took us there.
No. So Skippy's planning on doing her birthday in Vegas, and one of her friends, Natalie, who Natalie, she probably thinks she's come to your stream. She was talking about having pickled back shots, which is basically pickled juice and vodka or some crap like that. I was like, I don't want back shots, first of all, or pickled anything. I don't like pickles. Pickles fucking suck. So that's a whole thing we got into as well. So that's how we got on the back shots thing. And then the whole, somebody didn't know what back shots was. And then multiple people came in, and then the answer was what you were thinking it was, but that's not the answer.
I mean, I'm looking.
Go to Hub.
An Urban Dictionary.
Go to Pornhub and put in back shots.
I won't do that on this computer, but
okay,
I will. I'm seeing three different things. One's what you're talking about. The other one is particularly where you're putting it, and the third is what I was saying.
Oh, backside shots? No, I don't like that. Just back shots. It's a well-searched category in Pornhub.
So anyway, moving on. How did we get there?
I don't know. Anyway, we're talking about the mouse analogy.
Yes. But yes, to go back to that in maybe more of a different sense entirely. Yeah, they can get anywhere. Mice. Yes. They can flatten themselves down to like an absurd.
So why is that so absurd as far as me using that as a
because you're treating air just flowing naturally into potentially another crevice to a mouse that is crawling with its paws and its things weaving its way into somewhere.
Same idea. It like weaves its way through. It finds the path of least resistance.
The fart doesn't do that.
It does.
What are you doing?
Oh, yes, it does. Sure does. Gas acts the same way. Oh, vertical view? No, I actually don't have the vertical view stuff. I'm sorry. Oh, much better view vertically. Much better view vertically. What is a back shot? Oh, well, yeah. I guess I can understand why Mel wouldn't know what back shots are. Anyway.
I mean, well, this is an interesting conversation we had a while ago. We're taking a little bit of a slight left turn. Mm-hmm. We talked about porn, and it was around what lesbians like to watch. Do you remember this?
We did talk about that. I believe it was gay men, which was weird.
That's what I think it was, and that was a surprise to me.
Yeah. That was very surprising.
That's what it was. And if we can have any confirmation there, right there, I was like, I remember. Oh, I remember. But yeah, so I found that one very surprising. But anyhow, and she said, yes, that's true. Yeah, so that's interesting. So
that doesn't make any sense to me.
We need more lesbian confirmation, is what.
But I guess it does make sense. Wait a second. Because
right now we have 100% of one person saying that.
A man that likes women will watch two women together. So But that's like women.
Why wouldn't it go to show that a woman would like two men together?
But she doesn't like men. So why would you watch two men together?
Boy, you just kind of blew my mind there. I don't like watching two women together.
I'll watch it. I'm not saying that's my preference, but I'll watch it.
Definitely not mine. But I don't know. I've got anyway. I wasn't even going to my preference. More just that. But let's take one more sidestep tangent. How do you express yourself? Whether you're talking about any kind of emotion, like do you express yourself?
I'm a man. We don't have emotions.
Singing?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What? Men don't have emotions?
No, we're not allowed to have emotions.
Call me female. Call me
you're a female.
non-binary.
No, absolutely.
Just because you like it in front doesn't mean. But yeah, like, how about this? When you get in an argument with someone, how do you express yourself?
I shut the fuck down immediately and I don't express shit. No, it's changed. I'll be honest with you. That's the way it used to be. I would need.
That's the way it used to be.
I would actually, we'd get at it, we go into it or whatever, and then I would shut down and I would need time. I'd need space, and I still could be like that. Like I'll need space. Like don't come at me. I don't want to hear shit from you for a while. Like, and we can exist. Like, I'll still make sure you're good. You have everything you need. You know what I mean? But it's like, give me a day or so to not like my ex used to be like, I don't want to go to bed mad. I'm like, I'm mad. I'm going to bed. Get the fuck away from me. She had to learn to deal with that, right? She had to learn to understand that that's just how I dealt with it. Now, I don't really have anybody like that, so it's not like that kind of thing or whatever. Like I'm not like living with anybody is what I mean. So you know what I mean? So like it's not like that, but like I'll give you from my kids' perspective, I'm much different now. It's crazy. I'm much different now.
You're more
like I want to take care of it right now, and I'm calmer about it. I'm chill about it. I'm much more thoughtful about stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, so I'm similar to what you're saying. I'll shut down. But I do two things. Let me rephrase. I don't shut down. I way overanalyze, and I want to plan out the perfect sentence to say back. And I will be stuck in a freaking infinite loop of trying to find the right words to say. And then when I'll say it, I'll have it all planned out. I'll have the perfect sentence, a perfect comeback, whatever it's going to be. And I'll go, That's all I get. That's where I come back with. And they're like, just say what you mean. Just say what's on your mind. I'm like, I need, give me a minute. I need the words. By the time I come up with 20 other different ways that I should have said something, all come to me. So yeah, I'm the same way. But so that's the more arguing or more directly, attacking something. What about, we won't go into detail, but from an artistic perspective, your way of expressing, I'm going to guess, is
singing.
Song. Yeah.
So
I know you don't talk about it much.
Songs, music in general, for me, is therapy. It is a daily life. You know what I mean? It can get me through bad times. I use it to when I'm in a good mood. You know what I mean? Like it's everything. Like I constantly have music playing. It's always something that I if I get stuck, back to back shot. Sorry.
Yeah.
That got me.
I hear you. And that's true for a lot of people.
Music is
therapy.
You guys have seen, so if you look at my TikTok, if anybody has my TikTok, I do singing on there. Am I good at it? No, but I enjoy it, and that's all that really matters. And I got this other thing planned out that I want to do. I'm going to use this. Well, I don't know if I should say. I'm going to use the space next to us to do that. You know what I'm talking about? Next to the office.
You're going to use the space next to the office.
The double doors as you're going towards the bathroom. The space that's there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're talking about IRL, not the office that's next to you on my screen, which is next to us. You're
that
talking
wouldn't make
about
any sense. That would be outside the window. So
the acoustics in that place. I know where you're talking about it. Okay, yeah. That would be dope.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
The video and everything's going to be there, so it'd be interesting.
Awesome. That's a great idea. I think
I'm trying to do it this weekend. but it's good, you know.
That'd be dope.
So, yeah. Be a man, exactly. Be a man. Fuck the feeling. No. So what about you? What about from an artistic sense? What do you do? And also, you know, now to finish the point, I wouldn't say artistically, but like this is a helpful outlet. Excuse me. Doing this kind of stuff. When we sit down and we work through problems and stuff like this, and the issues and what things we're trying to create and stuff like that, like creatively, that helps. I like the feeling of trying, failing, and then succeeding. So that's a good feeling. It's an uplifting feeling. And streaming and playing is the other thing. Playing will help you get out. You know what I mean? Frustration.
Yeah, very much so.
Especially you, fucking rage quitter.
Oh, I did rage quit last time. I did.
You rage quit every time.
Only on your stream. No, you're right with the stream though. The stream is certainly an outlet, artistically, comedically, for you musically. It certainly is, because you'll meet people who can be from completely different backgrounds, have different mindsets, different beliefs, and still find a common ground, whether it be gaming or a song or a joke or whatever it is. So that's definitely my outlet is there in that, and just freaking talking to people, because that's one thing I think. Call it COVID, call it whatever.
Rage quit.
That is sorry, rage quit. I get completely threw me off.
Yeah. Sorry, COVID.
Completely.
Yeah, I think I would say that.
From talking.
Listen, COVID fucked us all up. We're all fucked up. We talk about the kids and everything they're going through educationally and all that stuff like that, but we all kind of got used to this isolation where we were like kind of like okay with it. You know what I mean? For the most part, most of us were kind of
preferred it after a while.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how we do need interaction with people. We absolutely do need that.
Oh, absolutely.
But we were more than happy to kind of just like wall off, you know, stay the fuck away from everybody for, you know, that period of time. It's kind of crazy.
It is crazy because it's funny with COVID, right? Because Rome was burning, toilet paper was disappearing, people were dying. It were all these things, and what we were doing was staying safe in our homes, watching the news, and at times being like, you know, conditioned to go, oh, what's next? Like it's a movie. Like you're living a movie right now. You're like, oh, can you believe this? Did you check this out? And these are your conversations. Meanwhile, it was absolutely horrific, but we were safe in our little homes. But yeah, it was, it really got us to talking to people less. Not counterintuitive that. The other side of that was streaming for so many people took off.
Yeah.
It was huge because you had a way to be around people and communicate and express yourself. This is kind of where I was going with that. See, we've been full circle.
There you go, Smelly. Yeah, so like Smelly just said, being creative can be so therapeutic. Absolutely. It can, you know what I mean? It's just, there's something about it that sparks in your mind that it's almost like you're flying. That's not, you know what I mean? Like that feeling of flying, like you're not really flying. Not only you say out of body. I don't know. I don't really know.
Oh, no, out of body's pretty good, right? So? Because we're not talking about like floating above and stuff like that, but you are outside of yourself.
In a zone.
You are
in a different zone.
Flowing,
exactly.
Yeah. Now that's where I always wonder, like, obviously I think you sing pretty well. You'll disagree, whatever. No one's listening. But when someone like Candy Bear sings, and she does what sounds so effortless when she does it.
Yeah.
That sounds like such an amazing place to be. I wish I had that ability, not to shatter glass, but to actually make it seem, I don't know, effortless, just flowing from you.
Well, that's a good point. So Legos. So I like to do Legos and build puzzles. Puzzles is good. We did puzzles on here in season 1. Excuse me, we've done puzzles with people, and actually, I think we should do that. Maybe next week we'll do a puzzle stuff.
Get back to a community stream.
Yeah, get back to more community stuff. We'll do that for the entire thing. We don't have any subject to talk about. We'll just have fun with everybody. Anybody that shows up, you can join in. We'll do puzzle stuff. I think that'd be a good break from what we've been doing, and it allows us to add in the variety and stuff that we used to do. So maybe we'll do that for next week.
I'd even be down for like a Tuesday, game night.
Oh, that's a good point. And then we do our normal Wednesday. Hey, that's not bad.
I'd be okay with that.
So maybe we'll do game night next.
I'd be okay with either.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
But
the Lego thing. So let me ask you this: are you a? I guess I'll ask you, and then I'll give you my thing. Are you a? If you have Legos, would you prefer a bin of Legos to be creative with and do what you want, or would you prefer instructions like a set that is already made by what do they call those people? The Lego geniuses, the Lego builders. Masters.
I gotta imagine
master builders. Master builders.
Are they master builders?
Yeah, master
There's
builders.
another name for it too. Creative
master builders.
Lego builders that work for Lego. So they the world's best Lego artists.
I feel like people
creative brick builders. Who well-known Lego artist. I don't know. They have all sorts of names for it. The Art of the Brick, which is actually a pretty wild show. Give me the bin. That's just what I grew up with. We actually had this big old plastic bin of Legos. That's just what we had growing up. But we would dump that out on the floor for my parents to walk on. We'd take the bin, we'd bring it to the top of the stairs, and we would slide down the stairs in the bin.
How many people did that shit? Like, all right, before phones and TV, well, not really TV because we had TV obviously, but like on demand, things that you want to watch, like internet. Before the internet, let's just give it that.
Before the internet.
Man, the sliding down the stairs thing was we used to. There were these. I don't know how to explain it. These cabinets that we had. They were tops were bookshelves, bottom were where you could open the drawer, open like doors, and there were shelves under there. So, but with 3 of them, and they were next to the stairs. And we used to get on top, like go through the banisters and get on top and fucking be playing and doing shit up there and fucking sliding downstairs into my father's speakers. And he kept asking, he's like, what is this mark on my speaker? What is this happening? Because my father's back in the day, his place, everything had to be where everything needed to be. So like he'd spot something, he'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" And good old hide and seek. I mean, outdoor games. What the fuck happened to that shit, man? Kids are now just indoors playing.
It's all right here.
Yeah,
you're looking
crazy.
at it. It's what was that one called? What was that one game called? It wasn't hide and seek when you played outdoors at night. What was that one called?
That one?
Nope, that's a whole different game. Okay, that's not the one I'm talking about. But I know what you're talking about. Manhunt. Thank you, Manhunt. Man, we would, a dozen kids in a pretty big area at night, pitch black.
Yeah.
That shit was scary. Man.
Yeah, man.
My kids come to tell me to do that. I'm like, hell no, you're not. Go to your room. But nonetheless, you're right, though. So you talk about things. Okay, now this is tangent, and then we'll get to the expressions. Things we did as kids that they don't do today. Typical things. Play outside. My parents, and this is true for any. Are we millennial? What the hell am I? What's my generation? Old as fuck years. What
before millennials? Right before. We're right before whatever the heck that shit is.
I don't even know what that. But that old. So what my parents would do is they would kick us out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They would kick us out of the house so they could probably.
My mother was the same way.
But
doors closed and locked. Come knock on it if you want to get in here. Get the fuck out of here.
And maybe we'll wake up.
Yeah. Wake up! No, she would be cleaning and shit like that in the house.
She'd be called. My parents would be high, like hiding out, sleeping. But no, so we would get our butts. Smelly got a good one with the treehouse. We would get our asses kicked.
Treehouse always want one. Damn.
We went deep into the woods.
Yeah.
And we'd build forts. We would take down trees and stuff like that. We'd lean them up. We'd get all the branches and all the crap. We would go full on old school. Like it's more on the ground. It wasn't up in the tree, but it was like a fort.
It doesn't matter. You were doing physical outdoors thing, like and being outdoor creative. Stuff. Cops and robbers, fucking, all kinds of stuff. Cap guns. I mean, you could just keep going. Remember the caps?
Yeah.
They came in the long.
The
long thing.
Long or the circle red ones, or the circle red ones that went in the gun.
Well, that
well,
that
right?
was the cap
Those
gun,
things.
but I mean the ones that
cap
came
gun.
on they came on the string,
Pop,
and you'd
pop,
smack pop pop pop,
yeah.
pop, and you would, the smell would be what you were going
The
for.
smell,
like little crackheads.
Oh my god,
that smell is so
burn something, right? Yeah,
I gotta burn it. Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah, no, that's very true, right? Because,
Yeah.
but to the point of, I don't want to call it dangerous things. That one wasn't too dangerous, but it was more. We'd get in the woods. I mean, it's all developed now, but we would find stones. We would build an oven out of stones, man.
That's
We
crazy.
would throw
Wow.
sticks and we'd throw this crap in it. We'd steal matches from my parents' pot stash, and we would just kind of light them up and start a fire. We'd bring food from the fridge, like hot dogs, jam it on a stick, and just sit outside and just freaking do something outdoors.
Simple games. Do you remember the game? It was they were long, colorful sticks. They're probably about this long. And you just took them and you dropped them. And then you'd have to like slowly take them out without making any other. It's almost like Jenga, but with the sticks. Pick up sticks. I guess they were called. I don't remember the name of it, but you would you'd pull the stick and try to you couldn't move any other stick while you were doing it.
Pick up sticks.
What the fuck is that? My father used to bring home these maps because he worked in he was in the military, so he had the maps were the size of a table. Right, they would put those like back in the movie. You see in the movies like they put the maps on the table and the table was lit so that you could see the map or whatever.
Yes.
The declassified ones or whatever, the ones that he could give us, he'd bring them home and we'd literally make them into these fucking like big old mountain, you know what I mean, like tunnels we could go through.
That's awesome. Yeah,
crazy shit. I mean, just
that was the coolest thing. Taking the cushions off the couch.
Yeah,
making
little forts and shit. Like we used to go blanket forts. That's why there was an episode in Community. You seen that show? Community?
Sporadically.
They did a blanket fort episode. Oh my god, it just threw it back. Then they did a pillow fort one. Oh, it was so good.
So now let's take this sideways a little bit. Yeah. We had in my neighborhood. I wouldn't want to mention names. The Hitchcocks, those fucking guys. So anyway, they built a fort, and it was maybe 2 feet off the ground, like a ground to 2 feet with logs and stuff like that. We had to like lay down to get in it.
Okay.
They took me and my brother, forced us into there, and like just stood outside, wouldn't let us out. That's it. You're in.
Like you're prisoners in jail.
We were prisoners. I kicked myself out. I kicked out a log. I got out, and I was like, it was like Last of the Mohicans, was it? Where he's like, no matter what occurs, you're gonna live or whatever it was. I'm like saying to my brother, I'm out. I'm gonna get help. Live, survive. And I kicked out. I went all the way up. I got to my parents' house. I'm like, he's captured, whatever. Oh my god, it's terrible. So my father went down with me, and there's my younger brother tied up on a tree, and they're beating the shit out of him.
Like
my father,
this or
like punching in his gut. My father hauls speed. He's hauling ass. I'm like, they're dead. He's gonna kill them. They ran. They took off and stuff like that. He untied them. He just took them home. And oh my god, that was.
I don't think so, Mel. I think the 90s were amazing. The 90s were amazing for outdoor stuff. Like, just fucking go.
Depends where you were.
Depends on where you were. That's true. I mean, we used to
Depends where you were.
We used to do firecrackers and shit, and that's a little bit dangerous.
You also kind of sounds like grew up. Because I know where you grew up. It was very much so, very boring Whitelandia.
What? No, don't out of here. No,
I mean, it was
some places, some stops along the way. Yeah, it was, but
I mean,
it was because you gotta imagine a lot of places were military bases, so like,
also true. The things are rigid or what have you, and
no, not that. There's a lot of kids, no, not like that. I mean,
a lot of kids
in terms of like who you're around, right? So you're around. I'm not saying Whitelandia, but like a lot of there was a good mix of people, like good mix of friends and stuff like that, depending on all ethnic races and stuff like that. So
let me clarify Whitelandia, white collar jobs where the biggest crime you have is they're bringing home cocaine or pot.
At some points in life, not every point in life.
No, not every point in life.
Brooklyn, that was not white collar.
Maybe not so much.
Yeah, that was different.
For me, it was
fighting every day. I mean, that was completely different.
You were scrapping, huh?
You had to. I mean, the day one, like, yo, there's this kid right here. You want to be down with us? You got to beat this kid up. All right, let's go to the bathroom. It is what it is, and you fight or whatever. You know what I mean? And because you want to be not accept, you know, it's a whole.
I grew up different, and but that part of it, for me, I grew up around this area where we are now. Yeah. And it was like IBM country.
I lived over by.
You lived up here,
the street from your house.
Right. So it was. Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah,
the development,
the same town.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was. IBM country. The crimes were not non-existent by any means, but they weren't anything that you had to worry about. I mean,
the scariest thing back then was getting kidnapped. I mean, you had those miniseries.
Even then,
like, My Name is Steven. Do you remember that shit? My Name is Steven. It was like a miniseries on fucking like NBC or some shit like that about a kid that gets kidnapped. He was a young age. They kind of it was like 3-part series. Then they follow him to like he's with the guy, and the guy's like, you know, obviously assaulting him and stuff like that. And he grows up, and then he's found, and then he's brought back to his family, and then it's showing him trying to reintegrate back with his family. He's got like more brothers and sisters. It's that shit.
I know my first name
got
is
me when I saw that. I know my first name is Steven. That's it. Yeah.
Based on a true story.
Gen X what? Master Builder. See, Anna said it over here. It's called Master Builders. I'm sorry, Anna.
Is it a Master Builder?
Yeah. It's tough because we have the 2 chats, everybody. We're not obviously responding to every single chat because this isn't chat driven. I just want to put that out there real quick. A little PSA. We're not chat driven at this point in time. The game night stuff, absolutely, but the normal everyday podcast is not be chat driven. So we don't see your comments. I apologize. We do see them, but I have 2 different chats going on. So
one of the things I remember, see if you remember this. This was again the kind of thing. It was kidnapping, which some parents didn't really care so much, like get out of the house. And the other was inappropriate.
And then why hasn't my son come home? Oh, inappropriate, bro. Inappropriate.
Well, before we get to that one, this is a joke I saw on TikTok over and over again. I think I mentioned it on my stream. This is how inattentive parents were in the 80s. They had to have a fucking commercial to remind you that you have children. It's 10 o'clock at night. Do you know where your children are? That's how inattentive our parents were, because they needed a freaking PSA.
How has that changed? Look, I had 2 kids. I have 2 kids, excuse me. There was never any point in time I ever left my kid in the fucking car. Never. I never got out. I was like, oh shit, my kid is in the fucking nah. No way in hell. Nope. Not even on my most hardest days. And you know what I went through with the 2 jobs at the same time, working 80 hours in 6 days, and sometimes literally having to pull over on the side of the road and take a nap with the kids in the back because I can't drive anymore because I'm about to fall asleep and run off the road. So not even in those times, those extreme times, would I ever forget my kids were in the back. So nah.
I don't know.
It hasn't changed though.
No, it had. It's a different time.
But you're right. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
Do you know where your kids are? It's like, are you kidding me? But yeah. So anyway, I digress. But looking at the time, we gotta shuffle around to talk about Express Yourself.
So let's get into the actual meat of today's episode, or this week's episode, excuse me. Express Yourself. So I'll let Brazen kind of take us into that.
I'll just kind of jump into it first. Kind of one of the things we were talking about, and let me see if I can split my screen here so I can get this, so I can see chat as well. But one of the things we talked about, did this come up in stream? How did we originally get this? I don't even know.
Did it come up in your stream? It came up in your stream when I was on there. Yeah.
But it was around weird expressions that people might say, and the one that came up was "screw the pooch," right? Mm-hmm. And the expression, first of all, hopefully everybody's heard the expression. Maybe not hopefully, that's a bit much. If you've heard the expression, boy, you really screwed the pooch on that one. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if you read some of this, the Fuego, in the document. It does say screw the pooch is a more euphemistic version of the vulgar expression, fuck the dog and sell the pups. Never heard that before. That was a new one to me.
Like that.
Fuck the dog, for its part, goes back to at least 1935 with an earlier, more polite version, feed the dog, dating to 1910s, meaning loaf around. But essentially, Screw the Pooch was popularized in '79. Book turned movie, The Right Stuff. I didn't know that was
Right
kind of
Stuff.
the origin of popularity.
The airplane movie?
I believe, based on the Mercury 7 space program in the 1960s.
Oh,
The
wow.
book and the film depict characters repeatedly using Screw the Pooch as an effort to use actual NASA jargon and slang of the day. So that's where Screw the Pooch comes from.
It actually started as actually fucking the dog.
Fuck the dog and sell the pups.
Who's fucking the dog?
I'm guessing you are. I'm not.
Oh, no, not me. Not me.
Just the style, just not the actual dog.
What was that word? Do you remember that word that was going around on TikTok or Instagram or something like that? And they were like, "Don't look this word up." And it is a word. It is not bestiality or anything like that, but it was a word that had to do with. And you looked it up, and it was like, "What the fuck?" And it was basically, "Yo, man, ladies, if you got to get desperate enough that you're gonna let a dog do that to you, I mean." There's guys out there that look way better than dogs that will definitely take care of that for you. Like, don't, for the love of God, please leave these animals alone.
Unless you're that sort of thing. Hey, you do you.
No.
Anyway.
No.
Just film it and send it to DeFuego.
Don't do that.
Just make sure you have an angle that show your feet as well. Would you like to go on to the next one, or would you like to pick one from the list?
The next one. No, go on.
Do you want to go, or do you want me to?
No, you do it. You do it. It's fine.
Now some people may have heard this one as well. Cold as a witch's teat.
I have heard that one. I've never actually. I mean, okay. Is there an origin to it?
The origin was very interesting. I thought back in Salem during the 1600s, right? The witch trials.
Mm-hmm.
It portrayed as old hags with wrinkly skin and icy blood. So the phrase "colder than a witch's teat" was used during very cold weather because of the reference to their cold blood and skin. So if something as cold as that can have that's kind of like, you ever hear like cold as a nun's ass? You ever hear that one?
No.
Because they never see sunlight.
Think of nuns' asses. Oh. They must be, that's true. Their asses must be pasty. Well. Paste.
You know, okay. You went right to the pasty. Sure.
In a brass bra, is that an add-on? Cold as a witch's tit in a brass bra. Is that an add-on to it? Maybe.
Ooh, I like that actually. If that's an add-on, right? Because that adds to the cold. It's also a heat conductor as well. There's some of these that are yours in here. I'm going to skip through some of those. You pick up wherever you want in here.
Go for it. It doesn't matter.
I like this
one.
We
say it's colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, I've never heard the brass bra.
I never heard the brass bra part.
Some of these will be international, so some are people who are all over the world.
Nice.
Going where the Tsar goes on foot. Any idea what that would be before I read it?
Going where the Tsar goes on foot? I can't even. I mean, I guess the Tsar is like a president, king, or something like that. So.
Yep. So where would they go on foot?
The bathroom? I don't know.
You're onto it. Going to the toilet in Russia. Apparently, it was the only place the Tsar wasn't carried to.
What the fuck? Carried to?
Right. We're talking old school.
Yeah.
They get all the men or whatever carrying around the Tsar wherever he needs to go to. They're not carrying him into the bathroom.
But
right?
So there was somebody waiting to carry him when he stepped out of the bathroom?
I mean, who knows? It's just an expression. I don't know the whole story. I just looked it up a little while ago. Damn it.
I'm just saying, just thought process wise. So the man never walked. So he must have had some skinny legs.
I would think so. Not leg day for him. That's true.
no
he needs a leg day. How about this? I like this one. I don't know if I want to use it. Well, tell me what you think. Okay. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Okay.
I mean, you can kind of see the origin.
The monkey part might be a problem, depending on what it is. Yeah.
That's kind of where I was going with it. That
could be taken wrong. Could be a racist thing. Absolutely.
That's right. Yeah. But apparently it's more Polish. It's not.
But I think if you just apply just monkeys, it's not my circus. You go to a circus, you see monkeys at a circus. It's not like.
So should we pick a different animal? elephant.
Not my circus, not my elephant.
Now what? Now we're talking about.
Circus,
now we're weight
lady.
shaming. Now we're definitely weight shaming. I don't know. Not my circus, not my cotton candy. If you really want to get
Come
PC,
on, I hate that. Don't do that again.
Not my circus, not my bearded
Everybody
lady.
Stop being PC. Just fucking say what you want to say. It just people take it the wrong way. It is their fucking problem, not yours. Anyway,
This started with you not saying monkeys because it wouldn't be.
I was saying that it could be taken. I said monkeys. I'm saying it could be. Somebody could be like, well, that sounds racist as hell. You're talking, you know what I mean? Because these PC police out here are just like, well, monkeys meant you were talking about black people back in the day. Like, shut. Not everything is about some kind of. It's how you take it. It's how you fucking take it.
And that for you, it's from behind. So the other one here, do we have Marika here? I don't think
back-to-back shots.
Back-to-back shots. I don't know if we have Marika here. This one's we talked about before. It's Finnish.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
To let a frog out of your mouth. Dude, I don't know.
Like a bird?
I don't know. They spend too much time in the freaking sauna. So it means
not my circus, not my Polacks. Oh wow. Anyway, yeah.
To say the wrong thing. Finnish idioms have a lovely tone to them, often referencing Mother Nature and their homeland. Having rye in your wrists means to be physically strong. For instance, while own land strawberry, other land blueberry, reflects Finish's love for the motherland. Letting a frog out of your mouth means to say the wrong thing, which in a sense is as spitting a frog at someone is almost always the wrong thing to do. Okay, I'm sorry, Marika, if you're listening to this after the fact. No, that one don't work.
I get it. Letting a frog out of your mouth is like putting a foot in your mouth. Same idea. Oh, I really put my foot in my mouth right there. Same idea. Just said the wrong thing. So same idea.
But some people would be into that.
Why are you putting your foot in your fucking mouth? Yeah. Why are you letting a frog out of your mouth? Why did you have a frog in your mouth in the first place? But why are you letting it out?
It's like a mouse, you see. So the other ones, I like this one. This one, Kenyan. This one I like.
Kenya? Okay.
This one's a Kenyan proverb. When elephants fight, it is the grass that gets hurt.
Ooh.
I like that one.
That makes sense.
Fights of the powerful only hurt the little guys.
The little guys. Oh shit.
That one I thought was very, very good, and I'm gonna see if I can remember it. But I really, really like that one. Thank you.
That was poetic. I like that.
Yeah, that one's very good. I do like that one.
You're in racist, bro.
How about an ancient Roman proverb?
Okay.
We're going to change it up a little bit. Hunger is the best sauce. Meaning.
Hunger is the best sauce. Okay.
Everything tastes better when you're hungry.
You know, that is, when you're very hungry, true. That is a very good point. That you don't give a shit. Are you going to serve me this rat meat? I don't give a fuck. Give it to me right now. I will eat this. People. I mean, people go so far as to eat other people when they're hungry.
Absolutely. Would you eat me?
I eat you all the time. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about consuming, not. Well, you did that as well. I'm talking about, okay, how long would it be if we were in a plane crash? You and I, right? We took a private jet. We're flying. Yep. We crash. I lost a lot of blood. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to make it. And I say to you, eat me when I'm dead. I cease to exist. How long is it going to be?
I don't think I can answer that. And the only reason why is because you have to be in that mindset. I would say no. I would probably be like, no, there's no way in hell I would eat somebody. Right? Mm. But until you're in that situation where you're literally starving to death, you're mentally just gone. You're not yourself at that point. I'm not happy. You can see I'm happy and fed right now. You know what I mean? If I'm not happy and fed, I maybe just be like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I need to eat him before he spoils.
You have a radio and they say you're in the cold.
Yeah.
So I'm frozen. So I'm dead. I'm frozen pretty much.
Yeah.
You have a campfire going. You're on the radio. They're going, we're going to be there in 1 week. It's treacherous. It's difficult for us to get to you, but we'll be there in 1 week.
You can survive off of water only for a week.
Hold on 1 second. I'm streaming. Is everything okay? Okay. All right. I'll come check on you after. Thank you.
Never ends. It's all good. Anyway,
you have to. No. Yeah. You okay. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Beyond the time you'd be able to survive with water.
I would probably say yeah, especially if the person gave me their blessing. Like, listen, if it comes down to it,
what if I said don't?
I would still do it anyway.
I'm like, come on, let's be real. You certainly would. But I have only one request. Start with the thigh.
Well, you would go with the muscle with fat ratio, right? So yeah.
Let's go with thigh right now. My belly.
Here's the issue, right? So and it's not even an issue. There's no seasoning. You're literally eating just regular. I mean, cooked is great. Would you eat somebody raw?
Have a fire. Yeah.
Again, probably.
But you know what I do though? This is stupid. I know I'd be. Well, first off, let me just finish my request. The one request I'd have is you'd eat my thigh and you'd have to look in my dead eyes as you chew me. You'd have to prop my eyes open, and as you take that first bite,
I'd do that shit. I'd be like, "Fuck you! This is your fucking. I'm about to cook your anus after this." I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Well, okay, but I use that as a straw or something. But what were we just saying before that? We changed it a little. It was oh no!
Oh, shit.
You were saying something there. Oh well, it's gone.
Brazen anus, yeah. That's dessert. Be like, I'm gonna look you in the eye and be like, your anus is for dessert. That's crazy.
Let me see what other ones we have here.
The thigh would be you would definitely want to start with something meaty.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Do we have any English people here? I don't know if we do. I don't see anyone. No. So pretend to be an Englishman.
Okay.
Hello, love. That is. What's that? Go ahead.
Hello, love.
Well, okay. Kind of. That is, pretend that you are innocent and have no idea what is going on. The Serbs, it seemed, have trust issues with the English. So it's the Serbs that came up with that expression. Pretend to be an Englishman.
Oh, pretend to be an Englishman is the expression.
Is the expression. I'm not telling you to pretend to be an Englishman. You're like, hello, love. I wasn't asking you to do impressions. I was the actual thing.
You asked if there were any.
No. That's not what I was doing.
You asked if there are any English people with us, and I was like, and then you were like, pretend to be an Englishman.
Not what I meant. I can see where you got that. And further, my reading what its definition was confusing.
Really bad. It was really bad. That's fucking funny. Holy
Serbs.
shit.
That's Serbian, right? Is that what that is?
Serbian, yeah.
That came from the Serbs saying, pretend to be Englishman is pretending that you're innocent and have no idea what's going on.
What?
That means that clearly they have trust issues with the English, is what that means.
That's
Steve Mallimel was on your page. That's what she thought I was. No, that's not what I was doing.
You didn't sit there and say, well, the expression is. You were just like, do we have an Englishman? Do we have anybody that's English here? No? Pretend to be an Englishman. Okay.
So this one I like, and I think this could be used against me often.
Okay. Yeah.
A cat in mittens won't catch mice. I know you've accused me of this recently. Meaning
being too nice.
Being careful and polite doesn't always get things done.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. I told you about. Did I tell you? I told you about the whole court thing when I went in on her lawyer and his fucking face is like, like he's scared something's about to happen. It was I'm not an intimidating person. I'm really not. But you piss me off, and you will see everybody has their sides, right? You know what I mean?
This kitten will take his mittens off, is what you're saying.
The mittens will come
meow
off, exactly.
meow to Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that whole thing.
Goddamn pussy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a Gaelic proverb. And that's not an action of a man who's gay. That is the actual language.
First of all, I understood that. You did not have to.
I just thought I'd help you out here. See, I was taking my mittens off. I was assuming you were acting like an Englishman.
Oh my God.
You see what I did there?
I don't like
I like this one. Icelandic.
Uh-huh.
Empty barrels make the most noise. This one's pretty good. Meaning,
barrels make the most noise. Okay.
People who are all talk often don't know a lot.
That's true. That is true.
No, that's so very true.
There's people that constantly say shit and like, oh man, I was having a
meeting
today
with people like that.
With two people. You can imagine two people that work during the day. I was having a meeting with them, and one of them is just like agreeing with me and just saying these words, like trying to use all these words, and I'm just like, shut the hell up. Just listen to what I'm saying. I don't need you to show me that you've been reading the fucking thesaurus. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like, yeah.
We know a lot of people like that. Everybody does. And
no, if I don't know anything, I don't talk about it. If I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you won't hear me say shit. I'm not even going to try to dance around the subject. I would just.
There are people about that who can clearly say a whole lot without saying anything. Right? I mean,
mess with the bull. Yeah.
Oh, excuse you.
God bless you.
So there's that. But this one clearly you put here. Do you want to read it? It's the last one in the list. I skipped over.
Oh, I love this one. Yeah. The last one on the list is nuttier than a porta potty at a peanut festival. I thought that. I was like, that's great.
That one's good.
So apparently, here's a fact, because we didn't have like an origin from it. Obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're a porta potty at a peanut festival. Good God, there's nothing but peanuts going into there. But fun fact: the National Peanut Festival is the largest peanut festival held each fall in Dothan, Alabama. So there's apparently a largest peanut festival. Those porta potties gotta be crazy. I mean,
some might even say nutty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we gotta get Alabama James. We gotta find out from him if he's ever been to this peanut festival.
Exactly. I mean, bullshit artist. There you go. Going back to the last one. Bullshit artist. Yeah. And that's not even an artist. Like, there's people that we've come across in business that are literal artists about it. Don't know what they're talking about, but can make you think that they are. That's an artist.
And convince people.
And convince people. Exactly. But then there's people on the other side of that, like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And you're just like, yeah, just keep going. And you just let them go off. And you're just like, you're fucking dumb. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have an ex from
Dawson. I agree completely. But the problem is, too, especially at the workplace, when you when they have the ability to convince someone above you.
Yes.
And then they move up in the ranks, and then they're making decisions.
I know who you're talking about.
Useless.
I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about.
So,
you fucking cockeyed fuck. You know who I'm talking about.
So there's a little story. So we're not going to mention names specifically. I mean, we'll just call him Seth.
Cockeyed fuck.
CEF, cockeyed fuck. We'll call him Seth. So this guy, Seth, he did have one very, very lazy eye. And it would go way out there. It's just like over here. So I remember walking down. I told you this story before. I'm walking down a narrow hallway. Me and a guy I worked with, super nice guy, very kind, gentle hearted. You know what I'm talking about, right? Nicest guy. Would never say anything bad about anybody. So we're shoulder to shoulder. And the other guy, Seth, is coming right at us. And Seth stops and starts talking. The really nice guy standing next to me does one of these things. You talking to me? He leans way left. He leans way right. You talking to me? Sorry, I can't tell. And he goes, yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. This is so awkward. He was genuine. He didn't know which eye the person was using, because at that moment, he was looking directly at both of us. We had no idea who he was talking.
Look at that. That's fucking great.
It was rough. But that guy was a total.
Let me just back up here. I'm not saying we hated or we didn't like him because he was cockeyed. I don't give a shit. Like, I have nothing against anybody that has a lazy eye. I'm not coming at anybody like that. This guy was a dickhead and a fucking he was just an absolute piece of crap. So, fuck him. And I just say cockeyed because fuck him. Anyway, what about caught red-handed? I didn't even know what this was. Meaning to be caught in the act of doing something wrong. Okay, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. We've all heard that before. Mm-hmm. It originates from an Old English law that ordered any person to be punished for butchering an animal that wasn't his own. The only way the person they got cut off. Crap, they got cut off. Where'd it go?
We'll never know. You know what it was? You were caught red-handed, not getting everything in there.
No.
Quit touching my meat. Wait.
No, it got cut off.
Well, while he's looking that up, I'll come up with another one. Oh, you got it? All right, go ahead.
No, it's not there. Damn it. Did you cut over? You cut. Oh, man. Anyway,
did I put it like in the middle?
Who get caught was to actually find the blood in there. There's something about having the blood on their hand.
Did you just blame me?
No.
Did you say, "Oh, you cut it"?
Well, the next one is yours, so.
Oh, so that you are blaming me. So here's another one. Give a cold shoulder. Now, I had an idea of what I thought that meant. Whatever.
Yeah.
But being unwelcome or antisocial towards somebody, I get it. The first recorded use of this phrase dates back to the early 1800s. It refers to an old custom of giving an unwelcome guest a cold piece of meat from the shoulder of mutton, pork, or beef chop, as opposed to welcoming a guest receiving a warm serving. It's the polite way to communicate you may leave now.
That's
crazy. Is that a polite way to do it? You sit down and they go, "Here's your cold freaking shoulder of meat." I mean,
what's the point of being polite to somebody you don't want in your house?
I don't think that's even polite. That's a dick move.
No, what I'm saying is, it's like polite. It's almost like polite is like, oh, don't say what you mean. Do it in a roundabout way. You know what I mean? Be polite about it. Don't actually say what you're thinking and what you mean. Just go roundabout and get your point across without being so abrupt or so straightforward about it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, no. No.
Now, see, here's the problem. No, I shouldn't say problem. Here's where I differ. And it's a me thing. And I know it's a me thing. Let's use the example, and I have nothing against Jehovah's Witness. They show up at my door.
Yeah.
I'm having probably about a 15-20 minute conversation with them. I got to know the people that would come by.
That's cool.
A buddy of mine that I used to know at the church I used to go to, he would invite him in his house, and they would talk for like half an hour about the Bible, about their beliefs, his beliefs, and they'd had an amazing conversation. Different on many things, agreed on others. I'm of more that. Whereas a lot of people are like, the one thing I did do, Jehovah's Witnesses years ago, came back. They came to my door. I didn't even meet Mrs. Rover at this point, and I said, no habla English.
Oh my God, you, what the fuck?
I swear to you, I did. I did not want to talk to them. There might have been alcohol involved. Anyhow,
shit.
A week later, knock, knock, knock. I open the door. Hola.
They said that they wrote that shit down. Like, oh, you don't speak Spanish.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. And they said, oh, okay, no problem. We speak English too. I was like, damn it. They totally caught me on it.
That's awesome. So I'll give you one of my experiences. I don't remember if I was like doing something in the house, and the door was like the glass door. Like you could change out, you could put a screen door and you could put a glass door, right? So we had the glass door up. And so I had the door open because it was one of those warmer days or whatever. I had the door open, probably doing cleaning or something like that. But I like woke up and did this shit. You know, I woke up, maybe got some coffee or whatever. My hair is all fucked up. I look fucking crazy. And this my hair is long and all fucked. Like, I mean, my hair when I sleep, my hair is fucked up looking. So anyway, I'm doing whatever, and I'm probably not in the greatest of moods or whatever. And all of a sudden I hear the fucking knocking on the door, and I turn and look at them. I see who it is. I didn't say one word. I just went like this. And then fucking left. I just looked at him and was like,
oh,
no.
That's awesome.
I didn't say anything. I just shook my head. They went away. Yo.
That's good.
I don't have tolerance for that shit. No, don't come fucking out. Did I invite you here? No. I mean, there are times. Listen, somebody, if you don't tell me you're coming and the door rings, I don't answer it. Does anybody else do that nowadays? I don't even answer the fucking door. I don't want to, because of the times I get caught in conversations. I'm like, don't want to be in this conversation. Vote for this person. Vote for, and it's just like, dude, I just wanted to be nice.
Yeah.
And no. And so to avoid that, like I literally put up a camera at one point so I could see who was there. Oh, I do know that person. Or I don't know that person. I'm not going to answer it. And I'll walk around. Like I'll walk around the fucking house. You'll hear me walking around. You know I'm in there. I don't give a fuck. I'm not answering the door. I don't know you.
That I don't do. I tiptoe.
Why? It's your fucking house. Like if I don't want to open the door, I good for you. Now you know I don't want to talk to you. I don't get that. I don't get that.
I don't know.
At all. Nah.
I don't know. It's a thing. I don't know. I'll tiptoe around the house. I'll tiptoe up to the door.
Really said answer naked. That's a good one.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it. It's like, and just start the helicopter right when you open the door. Party's inside.
Hey.
Yep. Yeah. Party in your mouth and everybody's coming. There was I would peek through the hole in the door. We have that right now, and I'd be like watching them and see what they're doing and stuff. Like, can they see me?
Nope.
Oh crap.
See, ours didn't have the hole. It had the thing up top, like the little the little arch.
You see your head pop up.
Nah, you see my head look? Nah, I'm good. And I'll walk away. You'll hear me walk upstairs talking and shit. La la, playing music and shit and walk away. Because I'm not going to answer the door, obviously, for you. No, that's not going to happen.
I'm too nice about it. That's not even being nice about it. I'm too passive. Now we're getting close to the end of the stream. I just want to throw out another one in there that I thought was pretty good. Okay. I don't know if I'll use it in my everyday vernacular, but a camel cannot see its own hump.
Okay, so what is it meaning then?
An old Arab saying that is equivalent to a pot calling a kettle black. In other words, a hypocritical person. I don't know how that's
a camel.
Who cannot see its own hump. Maybe denying it has a hump. I'm not even sure. Or calling out somebody else's hump. I don't know. I don't like the expression, but you know what? Scrap it. I don't like it at all. I'll give you a different one. Live like a maggot in bacon.
Ew. Why?
Your favorite, the Germans. That's how you did the greeting earlier. Last week. With their unapologetic love for meat, is it any wonder that the Germans regard living like a maggot in bacon as an inevitable
Germans who love meat.
Enviable state of being.
I knew this one German, she loved meat. Oh, wait, what? I'm just kidding. I never had a German woman.
Really?
What do you think my body count is? I'm just out here just like, I need to taste all the flavors. Why would I have a...
Like, well, I'm just saying you had me dress up that one time, and I was like, I'm pretty sure
that's not the same. You were acting as a German. You were not an actual German person, so not the same.
I even had the clogs. No, that's Swedish. Never mind.
Is it? No.
Isn't it? Don't they wear clogs?
No.
Swedish? I don't know, dude.
About that part of the world. I'd like to.
Which reminds me, man, I don't know why I want to talk about on this stream. Tangent. Not going to Spain.
Come on, man.
Did not make the cut.
You got to be kidding me. Wow.
No. I was very displeased about how everything went down, but I am very happy for those who are going, and I wish them the best time ever.
Would have been nice, but
would have been nice.
The other part of it, from a monetary perspective, makes up for the fact that, you know what I mean. I don't know what makes up, but you did gain from it regardless.
Oh, I gained in other ways. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Right.
So, but anyway, that was God, I don't know what made me think of that, but I think we kind of touched on all of the different expressions that are out there across the world, and If you had to pick one that was your favorite before we sign off here, do you have one?
Which one was my favorite? Trying to think.
I think
God gives nuts to the man with no teeth. God, that was crazy.
That's a good one. My favorite one is the Kenyan proverb. When elephants
with the elephants. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, I
really like that one. But it's so funny too when you say it. I know in my head at least, you don't just go, "Hey, when elephants fight, it's the grass." That you have to get all like cinematic. When
elephants fight, it is the grass.
Wait, no, do it again. Stop. Do it again. I want to hear it. I want to hear it like I'm in a movie. I need jungle sounds in the background. Come on.
When elephants fight, it is the grass that gets hurt. I can't.
That was perfect. See, here's where I go. Now here's where I'm a fucking jerk. I'm going to The Gods Must Be Crazy. You remember that movie?
I don't remember that movie.
Oh my God. Smelly will remember. It was a movie back in the 80s, I think it was, that follows an African guy who he's walking around and he's got like his loincloth and a stick or whatever, and a Coke bottle falls out of a plane and hits him in the head. And it's this whole thing around it, and it is such a good movie. It is so cool. It is so well done.
Crazy.
He's like, I do. But I could picture somebody try one more time without laughing because I really want this to be good. Maybe it'll even become a clip. Let me hear it.
When elephants fight, it is the grass that gets hurt.
You know who it is? I just realized who you sound like. If you could go a few octaves lower, that is James Earl Jones from
It is the grass that gets hurt.
Yes. What movie? Coming to America.
Oh my God! Yeah. Hakeem.
That sounds. It's not Kenyan at all.
Hakeem. No, but it was an African country.
That is good.
Hakeem. Yes, Prince Hakeem.
He's here to soil his royal oats.
He's here to soil his royal oats.
You got Prince your Hakeem. Soul glow. Such a good movie. We could talk about that for hours. Movie. But that we are at our hour and change.
At the end of the day, we're done. So let's call it. So thank you to everybody that came through. It was sitting here chilling out with us, putting in your comments. Obviously, like we said, we're not as chat driven. It's fine. Maybe next Tuesday we'll do game night with everybody if everybody's down. We'll do some puzzles. We'll do some stuff like that for a little while. That'll be fun. We'll get back to that. If not, maybe we'll do Wednesday. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. But yeah. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to you for putting this together, for keeping us on track as usual.
Thank you to you for putting it together. It's just both of us. What are you talking about?
Well, anyway. So
100%. But yes, go ahead.
From our mouth holes.
Am I supposed to say the second part? Dude, I don't know. We never did it that way.
No, I know. We should try it. Welcome to Zamunda. Yes. All right. So, anyway, we'll take it easy, everybody. We'll see you later. So from our mouth holes
to your ear holes.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace,
everybody.